Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel at Pizza Makeover. Today I'm joined by
The perseverance, guys.
we're going to be checking out the cost of living in the Philippines, a day in my life abroad. Wow, this is going to be interesting. I never knew the cost of living in Asia, so we're going to see one in Philippines. So without further ado,
Let's
get
get started.
Hello again, and welcome back to another exciting video.
Okay.
This time, I'm going to be mixing things up a bit and giving you a special peek into my life here in the Philippines. I've been living on the main island of Luzon for over 2 years now, and it's been such an incredible experience. Today, I'm specifically going to focus on a common curiosity for foreigners thinking about moving abroad. How much does it actually cost to live here? Years ago, when I just started getting outside of the United States to explore the world, I often wondered what it would be like if I suddenly plopped myself down into a foreign country with no return ticket home. How challenging would it be to adapt? Could I find ways to live like a local and afford it? Over time and with experience, I realized that adjusting to life overseas wasn't as daunting as I had originally expected. And the cost of living abroad, especially in a place like Southeast Asia, could be much lower than anticipated. I do hope that the information in this video will be insightful and useful for many of you out there. And for my very supportive audience here in the Philippines, I'm totally aware that I'm going to be covering a lot of what you already know as locals. But I would greatly appreciate if you can drop a line in the comments below with your tips and suggestions for expats and travelers. Oh, if you can give a shout out to your favorite destination across the Philippine Islands, somewhere special and off the beaten path, I would really appreciate it. Okay, so how much do I pay to live here in the Philippines? Well, let's jump right in and break it down. Come on.
All right.
So right now I'm staying in Angeles City, which is about an hour north of Manila. And I really like living here because you have this large urban setting that's right next door to the Zambales mountain range and vast tropical countryside. It's just beautiful. I love immersing myself in nature and hiking around in the nearby wilderness. So this location provides an excellent blend of city and country life. I'm not on a terribly busy street. Come along this pathway and I'll show you my apartment. I'm on the second floor, so fortunately I get a bit of a view of the jagged mountains off to the west. It makes for some amazing sunsets, for sure. Okay, welcome to my little studio apartment, which I'm currently renting from a kind Filipino landlady just down the street. I didn't need a lot of space, so I was fine with the basics for a fully furnished unit. This is my living room. You can see I have my couch on one side, a TV on the other. This is my dining / work desk. I've got a window for some natural light, which is great, and the all-important air conditioner. I'm so happy I have that, especially for the scorching hot months. And then over here I have a kitchen with appliances and dishes. On the other side, this is my large bed with closet space on the other side. This is kind of interesting. Right over here I have another small kitchen. This is called a wet kitchen here. So I can do cleaning or do preparation for cooking and not have the smells come inside. Wow. On the left, this is my bathroom with a generously sized shower with hot and cold water. Yeah, pretty much everything that I need for a tiny, cozy place like this. At the moment, I'm currently renting this studio with Wi-Fi included for a price of 13,000 pesos per month. That also includes cleaning twice a month. Now, there are definitely places throughout the city that are much cheaper. For example, you can find a small and furnished apartment for as low as 5,000 pesos per month. However, I needed furniture, appliances, and internet. So I was fortunate to find a pretty good deal for this gated apartment complex in such a convenient location. For the Philippines, the internet speed is decent. Let's do a test now. So yeah, between 40 and 50 Mbps download speed and about 25 to 30 Mbps upload speed, which is enough for me. If I were paying for the internet service, it would be about 1,500 pesos per month. And also if I were to schedule additional cleaning, that would be about 300 pesos for every cleaning session. As for utilities, the cost of city water is about 213 pesos, while the cost of electricity is approximately 2,500 pesos. Of course, the cost of electricity can change quite a bit during the hotter months. Oh, and while I do use tap water for cooking, I do order purified drinking water from a local supplier, and they have numerous filters in place to ensure the water is safe to drink. Each blue container holds 20 liters and costs 25 pesos to refill. Also, delivery is free.
Yeah.
Wow, delivery is free.
Oh, before I
It's-
forget,
it's
I've got to run a
affordable.
few errands, so why don't you come with me? I'll just quickly drop this off outside. The fee for trash collection in front of my unit is minimal, only 200 pesos per month. A short walk away from my front door, I have a handy laundry shop, which is similar to many others scattered around towns and cities throughout the Philippines. Now, it's tremendously convenient because I can just come and drop off my dirty clothes and then return later once they've been washed, dried, and neatly folded by shop employees. Now here, the price is 28 pesos per kilo of clothing. So for me, that works out to be about 300 pesos per month for laundry. Not bad.
Wow.
Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Take care. See ya.
Wow.
We're now at SM Mall, which is only about 7 minutes away from my apartment. Let's head inside and grab some groceries. Obviously, like many other places throughout Southeast Asia, going to local wet markets will be cheaper when it comes to lots of fruits and veggies. For the time being, however,
Okay.
I feel a little bit more at ease buying produce here in the supermarket. Hello. How are you? Thank you very much. Okay, the grand total for this little shopping spree was 1,374 pesos for some basic items. I would say on average I spend between 4,000 and 7,000 pesos for groceries and kitchen supplies every month. I tend to splurge a bit on things like cheese, sauces, yogurt, and imported cereals, so that can lead to higher prices at checkout. With all this talk of food, what do you say we go for a picnic? Come on. Ah, this is really nice. It's a perfect day to be outside enjoying such amazing weather. Although I think I'm starting to get a sunburn already. I always burn here. But check this out. I'm going to order some food using Food Panda. Now, Food Panda is one of the most popular food delivery companies out there in Asia. It's kind of similar to DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. Now, for the sake of easy global comparison, I'm going to order a Big Mac meal from McDonald's, And you can see from the app they have a lot of great discounts. This is very common for these online food delivery companies. So it looks like they have a 50% discount up to 75 pesos off. So that's about $1.50. Pretty good. I'll confirm it. And we're set. The food should be here in about 20 minutes. In the meantime, let me talk about credit for calling, texting, and mobile data. Postpaid phone plans are offered all over the place, but I prefer to have more control over what I pay based on what I need from month to month. Basically, I pay cash to load credit onto my phone at a grocery store or 7-Eleven, and then I subscribe to a prepaid call, text, and/or data plan that is valid for 1 day, 3 days, or a full month if needed. I usually pay about 250 pesos per month, but for someone who needs unlimited calls, texts, and a fair amount of data on a daily basis, prices range between 300 and 500 pesos on the lower end. Data speeds are inconsistent, but improving over time. 4G LTE is available in most urban areas, and 5G is now rapidly expanding across the Philippine Islands in select locations. Looks like McDonald's will be here in less than 5 minutes. You can actually track the rider, and this is very good. I'm getting hungry. Looks like my food is here. Great.
Your order, sir.
Oh,
Service
thank
water,
you.
drinks.
I'm telling you, I don't get McDonald's that often. But this looks really good. Actually, one place that I do eat at fairly frequently is one of the most popular fast food chains in the Philippines. In fact, I think it is the most popular, Jollibee. And I don't know why, but they really have some amazing food, great deals, and for some reason they have the best pancakes I've ever had at any fast food restaurant globally. I don't understand that, but they do. All right, anyway, I'm going to eat my unhealthy food here, and then I'll show you a bit more. As for getting around, I ended up buying my own Honda Beat scooter. This is a 2019 model and just perfect for quick trips all over the city. I ended up buying this for 43,000 pesos with about 4,000 kilometers on the odometer. Registration, paperwork, and basic insurance were about 2,000 pesos. And every few months I can take this in for an oil change for about 200 pesos. I've got to say, having this scooter makes a huge difference. It's fast, easy, fun, and super efficient. In fact, the Honda Beat, which as far as I know is only offered in Asia, offers mind-blowing fuel efficiency. On average, it gets about 140 miles per gallon. So it's 3 liters for 164 pesos. Roughly every month I pay 600 pesos for gas. Now that is hard to beat.
Wow.
Another thing I have to take care of today is my visa for the Philippines. So I'm now at another shopping mall about 15 minutes away from my place, and inside they have a field office for the Bureau of Immigration. So I'm going to head in and show you exactly how I'm able to stay here legally. Hello. So when I first arrived in the Philippines prior to the pandemic, I was given a stamp at the airport, or a visa on arrival, which allowed me to stay in the country under a tourist visa for a little less than a month. I think 28 days to be exact. But if a foreign visitor decides to extend their stay in the country, just like I did, the Philippines Bureau of Immigration offers 2-month and 6-month extensions, and these can be obtained over and over. The 6-month extension is only offered in Manila, so I choose to get an extension every 2 months at this field office.
Extension, sir?
Yeah, just extension. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All I have to do is fill out a small form with my information, provide my expiring visa and passport, pay the extension fee at the cashier's desk, and then wait about 2 hours to retrieve my passport and new visa extension document. Normally, I just grab a bite to eat and do a bit of shopping in the mall to pass the time. Today, I'm paying 2 charges. One is the typical extension fee of 2,840 pesos, and the other one is a yearly fee that you have to pay for an iCard. It's an identification card for foreigners here, and that is 2,400 pesos. All things told, I usually end up paying about 20,000 pesos per year for immigration charges and visa extension fees, which really isn't that bad. In
That's
some
good.
countries,
Exactly.
you have to completely leave and come back for a visa renewal every so often. So I'm thankful I don't have to go through that hassle. Okay, well, that was pain-free. After turning in my forms a few hours ago, I now have my passport and official document showing that my visa is valid for another 2 months. Yay! Well, I think that has to be the cheapest amount I've ever paid for parking. 10 pesos.
Triple A, credits alright. Hang up the phone and let your heart break on the interlay. 24 twice. She's on the phone, but she's staying on Wilshire Boulevard. Old dreams dying hard. You want you to return this love. Breathing in the dark, weightless, working hard. You want you to return his love. Now he's bleeding, diamonds on you. But that ain't enough to turn the pain.
Alrighty, as the day starts to wind down, I thought I'd take you to one of my favorite rooftop restaurants in the city, 88th Street. This is really a beautiful spot because from all around you get tremendous views of the area. On one side you can see Mount Arayat, which is a lone and active volcano that can be seen from all around Pampanga, and on the other you can make out the ridgeline of the Zambales Mountains I mentioned earlier. Just stunning. So this evening I'm ordering one of the top sellers here. It's the pork steak with pepper sauce, and it comes with 2 side dishes. I'm also getting an iced tea, and the total for all of this is 420 pesos. Can you believe it? It's rare to find a rooftop restaurant in any city with
At that
prices
price.
like that.
Yeah.
So let's look at everything and answer today's burning question. How much does it actually cost for me to live in the Philippines? I will include several items that I didn't mention earlier, like what I pay to get a haircut, contact lenses, and even a massage. Miscellaneous will include optional expenses like going out to eat, ordering food online, or even going out to the movies. My Honda scooter and the associated fees are going to be on the side, but for most other payments, I will put that in the monthly expenses category. When we add everything together for the grand monthly total, it comes just below an estimated 28,600 pesos. It's not nearly as cheap as it could be, but it's far below what you would be paying for luxury living here in Southeast Asia. Of course, it's only a fraction of what I'd likely be paying almost anywhere in the United States.
That's true.
That looks so good. I better not let it get cold. Thank you so much for joining me today. My hope is that this has been interesting and beneficial for you. It's been a privilege and such a joy for me to live here in the Philippines for several years. And my desire is to pass on what I have learned to you through my personal experiences. Wherever your future global adventures lead, I wish you and your loved ones many happy trails ahead. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you again soon.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Guys, this was really amazing. Life in the Philippines, it's impressive because the fare, the prices, the way the place is safe, it's really really nice. Like it's conducive. It's somewhere you will love to visit and somewhere you will love to live in, because the entire video showed, like, I was really amazed, like how peaceful, how loving, and how caring. They're also hospitable to foreigners. Like
Yeah.
it's really really mind blowing. I really do love and enjoy the entire video so far, and I also love to visit there because it's conducive. It's amazing. It's a really really amazing, and the things they have, it's impressive. The gas, fuel price cheap, food cheap, laundry cheap, rent cheap, everything affordable. I won't just say cheap, but also affordable. It's affordable to a normal person who come for a visit. It's really really affordable, and it's peaceful. Like very very very, very peaceful.
That is very
I really
cheap.
do like how conducive the his environment, also the country, how it feels like, or how I've perceived it to be like. It's really really nice, and I love him going on the tour and exploring the city to tell us how a daily cost is and also a monthly cost is for him. It's really nice, and I appreciate it, and I love the video. I love Philippines. Philippines is really really an amazing Asia country to be in. It's really an amazing place to be in. What do you think?
Well, I feel it's a beautiful thing. Like being in a different country and having things affordable for you is a very big blessing, because when you travel out, you tend to try to learn their currency, trying to understand the environment.
Yeah.
But when things are very, very expensive, I think you have fewer stay there. You won't stay for a longer period because the price is literally out of your budget. But this is nice, and you see he even got a furnished apartment for that price. Very, very affordable deal that he has to pay every month or every 2 months. But I just feel it's good. It's good to know about this, and if you plan on traveling out, then you understand how you budget yourself and the amount of money you be with. Because maybe in the nearest future I'll have plans to travel and visit different countries, and I would love to watch videos like this. Letting me know the amount I will have to hold or the amount I will spend when I'm there.
Yeah.
And I just feel it's really beneficial for things to be affordable and things to be at a minimum, not exaggerating the price and stuff like that. It makes it difficult for not just foreigners but also people living there. But this was a wonderful video, and I appreciate his time and effort. But Philippines is a beautiful country, and I would love to visit there also. So guys, please let us know what you think about our reaction. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share our videos.
See you on the next one.